What's going on, folks? Welcome back to Michigan Great Outdoors. Excited to do another hunt arsenal video. This is of the X-20 climbing sticks. Now, in my last video, I did a whole kind of breakdown of who Arsenal is, at least what I've heard in the rumor mills of who they are, what they're kind of looking at as far as products. So if you want to see that video, click down in my videos down below and you can see that 15-minute video kind of overviewing everything. This is going to be strictly a video focusing on the sticks. Let's get stuck in. All right, so here they are, the Icon X-20 sticks by Arsenal. New company, shook up the mobile hunting industry, really just came out of nowhere with some exciting products. When you get the package, they sell this in a 3-pack, or you can buy individual sticks. So if you just want 2 sticks, you can buy individual sticks. Those are $140 a stick, or you can buy a 3-pack for $3.99. Very expensive. I will touch base more on the price later in the episode, but when you order a 3-pack, it comes in this really nice shoebox, very professional looking packaging, and then it comes with some really good instructions. And I can't lie, these instructions are probably some of the best instructions I've seen in the industry. Usually these companies, they send these products out and the instructions are not very good, or they're incomplete, and in some cases they're not even of the right product. So I'm not going to name names, but very good packaging, very good instructions. The key to this instructions is how to tie this rope mod here. They use a 4mm attachment method. This is called a DuraBraid rope, and you're going to want to learn how to put that rope on the stick. That's pretty key to successful operations with this here stick. One of the things you're going to notice right off the rip is just how great they pack together. They use a system that's pretty ingenious. There's a little C-clip up top here, and then they're actually using some magnets. So there's some magnets on the bottom, and you just put it in and you just pop them together, and then they're pretty solid once they're together. You know, if there's a little bit of noise, if you shake them too hard, they're gonna come apart. It's not like perfect, but if you strap this to your pack, it's gonna be pretty good. I mean, if I just do it a little bit, it's not so bad, but if I'm like, you know, if I'm kind of crazy with it, yes, they're gonna come apart. Now you can do it either way. So you can flip them the traditional way, and they go together. That seemed like it actually went together a little bit tighter than the other way. Flip it back this way. I don't know, probably the same. But if you have this attached to your pack, it's going to be very tight. It's going to be nice and secure, and you're going to have a really nice compact system. So that's what they're really touting here, is they're calling it a game changer because these sticks are so compact. Right here in this state, you have basically a 13¼ inch stick, step to step. Now this is not usable right here. You have to open it up, and once you open it up, this stick is going to go out to 20 inches. So you can do it real fast and it's loud, or you can do it real slow, which I did in my last video. You just hold the tabs here and it's pretty quiet. There's a little bit of noise, but I don't think there's going to be any more noise than anything you're doing at the base of a tree anyway. So right here we have a 20-inch step to step. Some guys might not like a 20-inch. I like a 20-inch. I think a 20-inch is pretty perfect. Anywhere between 17 to 20 is kind of my sweet spot. Unfortunately, I think that if you could figure out a way to be able to use it as a 13 or a 20, that would truly be the game changer. Now, if there was some way to lock this bottom step down, I think that would be absolutely incredible. Currently, if you was to put your weight on this, it's going to pop out and it's going to be a 20-inch stick. There's no way that you can currently do that. Now, I'm sure somebody is going to figure out a way to modify this or do something. I don't suggest that just because we don't know enough about the sticks yet, but always just use the stick as is intended. This is a 20-inch stick. All right, so looking at the specifications of the stick, we talked about 20-inch step to step. It has a very generous 10-inch wide top step and bottom step. Now, you can't utilize the entire bottom step, obviously, because of this titanium tube. But on top, it's nice and flat. It's pretty flush with the standoff, so you're going to be able to get your entire boot on there. And, you know, if you're hanging your stand, your saddle platform, that's really a helpful ingenious design. I like sticks that have that ability that you can put your whole boot up there. The attachment method is a 4mm DuraBraid rope. Now, I sent them a message today asking about the actual break strength of this rope. They answered some of my questions, but they never really gave me the specs on this. I'd be very curious to know what it is. It's supposedly some sort of proprietary Amsteel type material with like an Amsteel core and then some sort of a tight woven outer core. It feels very nice in your hands, but I'm just curious to what it is. It has obviously this cam cleat type of attachment method. They use some sort of term, I can't remember what it is, but it uses a very specific pattern that you crisscross and you go around. It does work extremely well. You're going to want to take and look at your instructions on how to tie it properly. I actually was tying it improperly the first day that I was using these sticks. The sticks still grip the tree really great, but it wasn't how the instructions said. So I didn't have any issues there, even with tying it improperly. One concern, which I've already brought up in my first video, is just that this sewn eye doesn't have any protection on it. Yeah, it's not like it's you know, against the tree, so it's not gonna get a ton of wear, but I just feel like this could be something that could wear out prematurely, maybe just through normal use. You know, whether you're throwing your sticks around or you're going through, you know, thickets, briars, anything that can scratch on this, even if your sticks are tied to your bag, once you start to tear these little sewn threads, that rope's going to be unsafe to use. So it's definitely something that you want to keep an eye on. The sticks do have these little pads in each corner that illuminate. They kind of glow in the dark, and I can tell you what, I don't know if I'll be able to get this footage of these in the dark, but they glow extremely bright. So that's a big feature a lot of guys like. You can see that a lot of guys DIY and they'll put glow paint on their sticks, so you won't have to do that with these sticks here. These standoffs are extremely aggressive. They're very sharp. They bite extremely well. I have no problems with these sticks kicking out, moving on the bark. They really, under my weight, I'm 265, the sticks really bite really well. These sticks bite tremendously. No issues on leaning trees so far. I've tested it on several different leaning trees. I've tried to put weight on opposite sides, and I think just because I'm so heavy, sticks generally bite pretty good for me, but these do exceptionally well. So usually I talk about the price at the end of the video, and these are very expensive sticks. I don't know if they're the most expensive sticks on the market, but they're pretty darn close. A single stick is coming in at $140 each. That's pretty high. Now you kind of ask yourself, well, why are they so high? Because the actual country of origin is China. So this is designed, engineered in actually Michigan. Arsenal is a US based company, but on their website it says it is precision machined and assembled in China. And I'm, be honest with you, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I have never in my life saw China produce something with this level of quality. I mean, you know, when I look at this machining, it is precision machining. I mean, what they have done here is just incredible. Every line is clean, everything, there's no sharp edges on this really. I mean, maybe just a little bit. If you scrape this against your arm, it's probably going to cut you, but it's not like some of the other machining that we saw on the market. It's especially on this cleat here where your rope is, it's all smooth. There's no sharp edges. I don't feel like this is going to tear up my rope. I mean, for Chinese made, this is as good as it gets in my opinion. I'm absolutely shocked that these were made in China and they came out this well. You know, mobile hunting, there's a lot of great companies that have US made products. Some guys are gonna absolutely not want to buy this because of the price. You know, if you buy a 3-pack, you're gonna get a little bit of a deal. I think it's like $3.99 if you buy a 3-pack of sticks, so you're gonna get a little bit off. If you buy right now, there's actually a discount, 15% off. You can get a better deal there too. But some guys are gonna have a problem because they're made in China. They're not gonna want to touch them, and that's your right. That's your right as a consumer. You know, if that's important to you, then don't buy them. You know, if you don't care and you want to get something that's truly unique, you know, go for it. It's really a personal choice. Now, some people are going to argue that being that this is made in China, why is it more affordable? And I think it's just because of so much went into this. between all the features that are in here, the precision machining, I mean, the machining alone is going to take some time. You know, the titanium tube, this is titanium, this piece here is supposedly titanium. Those are more expensive components. There's quite a bit of assembly, it looks like, to put this together. I bet you that they have some decent labor per stick in order to achieve this. Supposedly inside of this stick is a proprietary patent pending system that there's actually an AM steel leash in here. So that is to prevent this stick from ever just falling out. This tube could never just fall out because there's something inside of here. Now, because of my curiosity, I'm gonna take one of these sticks apart. I haven't done it yet, but it's gonna happen. I want to see what that looks like in there. I want to get this thing apart and really see the level of quality inside of this stick. But kudos to them, they really have come out with something pretty cool. You know, I'm curious to see how this is going to hold up. Obviously, moving parts we saw in the past, you know, those old Lone Wolf sticks that were really long, they had the movable steps. Those components will wear out over time. You know, after, I don't know, 5-6 seasons of use, you had to replace them. You know, what's it going to be when you know, put 1,000 cycles on this? If you're, you know, constantly moving this in and out, what's going to happen inside if you get a bunch of dirt and mud and debris? You know, I'm hunting in the swamps. I'm not hunting in you know, this beautiful manicured farm. This is mobile hunting equipment. It's going to get abused. It's going to get tore up. What's going to happen if it gets, you know, ice in here? Is it going to mess with the mechanism for these pins? You know, those are the questions that are going to have to be asked in deer season. You know, I intend to give these things a shot. I actually ordered a 4th stick. I like to run 4 sticks when I hunt, so I'm going to give these a shot. I'm going to test them out in the woods, and there's going to be several follow-up videos as we really dive in to see, is all this stuff, you know, is it hype? Is it the real deal? Is it going to hold up? That's the questions that I need to find out for myself. The rope containment is really well thought out. You just tie it like this. So when you get down from your hunt, you get to the base of the tree, it's very easy to do, simple, quick. I really like simple and quick. I'm usually a cam strap guy. I take my cam straps off and put them in my bag, but this is a nice, just quick and simple, easy way to do this. I did have some questions that I'm going to try to reach out to them again about. You know, they came out with some saddle platforms, and those platforms are advertised as 70-75 aluminum, and that's supposedly like twice as strong as 60-61. If you look at pretty much everything else out in the industry is 60-61 aluminum. It doesn't say what these steps and standoffs are. Obviously the tube is titanium, we've covered that, but is this 70-75 aluminum or is it 60-61? It doesn't say on their website. I watched all the videos that I could find from the Mobile Hunter Expo. I never heard them say what these are actually made of. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 60-61, just because I think you could probably get away with it, but it'd be interesting to know. And they don't put it on the website. I looked on the description several times. One of the things that really impressed me about these sticks is when you take them out of the box, you're ready to go. There's no fiddling around. You don't have to put steps on. You don't have to put grommets in. You don't have to do anything. These things are ready to go out of the box. It has this really cool rubberized cork finish. It's some sort of something they stick on here because you can see where the seam is in the back here, but it feels like cork. It's like a cork material with rubber. It has like a little bit of a rubber smell to it. I have a pretty sensitive nose, so when I opened the box, I kind of smelled it right away. I sniffed it. You know, I got a real strong sniffer on me. Now, I ain't Grandpa Joe, but I just smell different things. You know, they hit me. So I did kind of notice that it had that rubber smell to it. Obviously, any hunting boots are going to smell like rubber. You know, if you put these outside for a little bit, I think that's just going to go away. But really, I really don't have any complaints with these sticks. The only thing that I guess I could nitpick or complain would be there's like this noise. You know, are you going to be doing this in the woods? No. But there is a little bit of noise there. I could kind of maybe nitpick this. Like I said, that sewn eye, it's not protected. Could that get damaged? Maybe. Probably not, but it could. I guess I could nitpick the price. You know, I'd love to see the price a little bit more affordable, being that it is made in China. But just looking at everything that's going into this stick, I kind of feel like that price might just be what it is because there's so much going on here. This whole system of how you attach these sticks together is just great. You know, if you had like the tethered one sticks or even the tethered Skeletors, they had something kind of similar, but you had to kind of line up those little plastic things. You had to get them to slide into each other. They never worked properly. You had to drill the holes out and make them bigger. This magnet system is perfect. The fact that you can put them either way is even better. It's going to streamline your system. Again, it's a very new product, just hit the market, but I think it's a solid product. I really do. I have not had any issues with them kicking out. I haven't had any issues with anything. So far, so good. So I'm giving these the thumbs up. I think they did a good job, and pretty excited that there's more innovation coming to the mobile hunter market. You know, this stuff is great for all of us. I know everybody has their brands. They have brands that they love, but this innovation is going to push those other brands that we love to step their game up even more. This is a good thing. The more people out there in the game is a good thing. Hopefully those prices get driven down, and yeah, there's going to be more to come on the Arsenal mini series. We're going to look at the 8er next, and then I'm going to do the Razor platform. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing down below, and we'll get you on the next one. So have a good night, and we'll see you later. Peace.